Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this New Year's Day matchup. It's the Bolts and the Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That one, a first down pickup of 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On first and 10, Gabriel. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Gabriel dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Gray. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it on.
And right away, he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field. and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, Gabriel. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, he knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Check right. Check right.
Throwing on 1st down. Travis. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. And it's a fumble. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Ward, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Travis. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. back to throw. Gabriel. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Gabriel. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Set, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Up. 3.
Again on the ground. Again, it's Ward. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On the double.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready, break.
On the ground with Ward. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel. Able to find Willis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Gabriel. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Gabriel. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Come on, set.
A final shot before break. Travis. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Travis. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Check right. Black block.
He's going to keep this again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Opposite. Green. Yellow. Orange. Mid red.
Here's Ward. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Ward. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Looking to throw. Travis. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run it now with Gray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On the run, this is Gray.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, Gabriel.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes guys on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Looking to throw on second down. Travis. Throw left side complete. That's right. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Travis. Caught. It's Wilson.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down. Travis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They run again here with Gray. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On the ground, it's Gray. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ward.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wright's got it. And some room to roam now.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.